Welcome back to my channel. You'll probably notice that this audio is not going to actually match this video. It was recorded as an unboxing of a package I got. I ordered worms from Yorkshire Worms, and there was quite a bit of footage done before this, but then when I've gone to edit this is worm chow that I ordered from Yorkshire Worms as well. I've gone to edit it and realised that the sound has not been recorded. So here I am. I've done the unpackaging already. I've got a kilo of worms. This here is some information that comes with them. There was also a lovely little sticker inside there. But all the audio is disappeared. In a previous video, you would have seen that I've upped trying to up the production in my worm tower, and therefore I've set up 2 feeding trays in there. But it's a Worm City worm tower, and it comes with, if you order the kit, it comes with 500 grams of worms, which I think is more than enough to set it up with. I wouldn't go for any more to start off with, and I said that at the time when I set it up. Because you're not going to have all the microbes in that to be quickly breaking down food for more worms than that. And that's what they need. They do need a good microbe setup as well. Now that I've had this tower for a year, I do want it to be more productive, but I'm also quite impatient. And so, although my worms are breeding well, here you can see these fantastic worms that Yorkshire Worms have sent me. And I have another project that I want to get on the go. I'd said that I'm not specifically breeding worms, and I'm not, I'm not breeding worms to sell or anything, but I have another project that I'd quite like to get on the go. And so I'd like to breed specifically tiger worms. I have a mix of tiger and dendrobina worms. And you can see here, what I'm pointing out here is a wonderful adult worm. You can tell that it's got the clitellum there. That's how you know that this is an adult worm, a tiger worm. But the other issue that I've had with my tower that I've mentioned before is that I get worms that escape. This is a bucket of chicken manure pellets that I've used. I had to get buckets last year because I couldn't get the bags. This is something else that I've been explaining. I'm going to put adult worms into these to breed specifically for the tiger worms because of the dendrobinas that I've had. It's the dendrobinas that have been specifically escaping because I'm close to the water table. It took me a little while to figure that out, actually. I'm not the sharpest person sometimes. But it definitely isn't the adult tiger worms. And we've had storms very recently. So every time the water table rises here, we get all the worms come out of the ground, and the dendrobinas do it as well. But also, if you have a mix of worms, which is great, and that's what is recommended when you have composting, is to have different species together. But the dendrobinas can actually outcompete the tiger worms as well. Might not happen everywhere, might depend on your weather and different circumstances, but I definitely want the red wigglers, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, I was very excited in this video because look at these worms, they're amazing. So I'm really pleased with these worms from Yorkshire Worms. They were sent exceptionally quickly. I was out miraculously. I'm not out very often, but I was when they came. And the courier did leave them in the shade because we've had heat waves and it was exceptionally hot. And so my courier was exceptionally good and left them in the shade for me. And so I just thought I'd tip them in this bucket as well, because these are fabulous. I was really excited about them and really pleased. So I'm sorry this audio isn't what I planned at all, and it doesn't match the video in any way that I planned it, but I'm hoping that you'll appreciate the worms anyway, And in the next video, that does have the audio on it, so you'll get to see that as well. The next video does have a time lapse of me releasing these into the tower, but as you can see, aren't these fantastic? So I was so pleased with these. I'm not in any way affiliated to Yorkshire Worms. I was going to order them through a different company who deal with Yorkshire Worms, and they couldn't be done through the system. And so I just ordered them directly through Yorkshire Worms. No offence at all to Worm City, but they don't deal with just tiger worms. Theirs are mixed, and of course I wanted specific adult tiger worms to get them in the tower to stop them escaping. And so far, 2 weeks in, I've had no escaping worms, not one. So I'm hoping that's what is going to cure that problem, because I had quite a big loss, and they were all dendrobinas. Um, and I am very close to the water table, and we also have a lot of mining around here. We get a lot of vibrations from blasting. So I'm assuming that's my issue. But look at how big and fat these worms are. They're fantastic. So anyway, the next video shows, like I said, these getting into the tower, the little project I've got going on for separating them for breeding. It's a very small separation because these are very small buckets. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy that. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you've had any issues with your worms, and you can share your stories and your experiences down below in the comments, I hope you'll do that. And thank you very much for watching, for putting up with this. I've had issues with my sound before, and they're not posted content. So yeah, thank you very much. Bye for now.